Cuckoo Crazy Crochet. Hi, my name is Ronnie, and today we're going to start on Jack Skellington. So let me get my tape measure. Just a minute. From top to bottom, he's about 21 inches long. Excuse me. So, in order to make him, let me tell you a little bit first. I'm going to do this video in parts. And at the beginning of each video, I will let you know what you'll need to make whatever I'm making. Like in this one, we're going to start off with his parts. He is made up in parts. Then I'll tell you everything that you will need to make those parts. In this first one, though, I will tell you everything you will need throughout the whole kit and caboodle. So, like, you'll need 2 yarns, white and black. I'm going to start off with 2 full skeins. This is Red Heart Super Saver. It's 7 ounces, 1,998 grams, 364 yards, and 333 meters. Of course, this colorway is black. Same goes for this. I'm pretty sure. Yes, only this one is white. I don't think we'll need all of these yarns, but it's better to be safe than sorry. You'll also need some white, I think this is thread. We'll be using this to make his fingers. You also need at least 18 black pipe cleaners. And of course, you will need a darning hook, a darning needle. I shouldn't be making a video today, obviously. A stitch marker, a pair of scissors, a 3mm hook, that is for his fingers, and then a 5mm hook. So that's everything you'll need throughout the videos. Today we will be making the button, his eyes, his back bow tie, the lapels, and hopefully the fingers. So, go ahead and get your 5mm hook and your white yarn ready, and we'll begin with the button. Be right back. Okay, so for the button, you will need to make a magic circle. If you don't like making the magic circle, you can chain 4 and slip stitch into the first chain, and that will be your magic circle. In this magic circle, we're going to make 8 single crochets. And with everything, the bigger your yarn is, the bigger your hook is, the bigger your project will be. So I want you to get your 8 single crochets placed in your magic circle. Slip stitch into the first single crochet. That first one's always really tough to get into. Chain 1, fasten off but leaving a long tail because you'll have to sew him on later. And this is what your button should look like. So that one's done. Next up is his eyes. So put the white yarn away and get your black yarn out. Okay, so first we're going to start with a slip knot on our hook. And we're going to chain 6. I'm going to start off with going in the back bumps. And I'm going to place a single crochet in the second chain from the hook. And a single crochet in the next 4 stitches. I'm sorry, in the next 3 stitches. In the very last stitch, you're going to place 2 single crochets. Now pull your tail tight. And so now we need to go up the other side. Scissors are bothering me. So 1 single crochet in the next 3 stitches. And 2 single crochets in the last stitch. And slip stitch to the very first single crochet. Chain 1, two single crochets in the next stitch. And then then 1 single crochet in the next 4 stitches. I'm sorry, that was supposed to be one single crochet in the next 3 stitches. Then in the next 2 stitches we'll place 2 single crochets. So sorry about that. I'm a little nervous today. I'm not quite sure why I'm so nervous. So 1 single crochet in the next 3 stitches. In the next 2 stitches, 2 single crochets. And then slip stitch into your first single crochet. Chain 1, 2 single crochets in the same space where you just slip stitched into. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. Okay, 1 single crochet in the next 5 stitches. Two single crochets in the next 4 stitches. One single crochet in the next 5. And 2 single crochets in the next 2. And slip stitch to the first single crochet. Chain 1, fasten off, leaving a long tail. So this is his eye. And you will need to make 2 of these. I'll be right back. Okay, next is the bow tie. So we need to make a magic circle. And again, if you're not comfortable with the magic circle, chain 4 and slip stitch it into the first chain. And that's what you can do throughout the whole thing. So now place 6 single crochets in the magic ring. And then close up your magic ring. For round 2 and 3, we're just going to place 1 single crochet in each stitch around. And it'll start curling up. Just push it right side out. One more row, or one more round. Okay, so far it should fit on the edge of your finger. Now we're going to chain 8. And I'm going to work in the back bumps, and in the second stitch from the hook, second chain, we're going to place a single crochet and a single crochet down the chain. Then once you get to the body, slip stitch into that same single crochet. That holds the leg there. And then chain 8. And do the same thing. One single crochet in the second chain from the hook, and then one single crochet all the way down the chain. And then slip stitch into that same space. We're going to do that one more time. Chain 8. One single crochet in the second chain from the hook, and then one single crochet down the leg. And slip stitch into the same space. Now we're going to place one single crochet in the next 3 stitches. And now we're going to make 3 more legs. So chain 8, single crochet in the second chain from the hook, and then one single crochet down each stitch of the chain. And then you're going to slip stitch into the same spot, chain 8, single crochet down the chain, slip stitch into the same spot, chain 8, single crochet all the way down the chain, and slip stitch into the same spot, and once mine is done, then I'll return. I'll be right back. I hate it when that happens. Okay, so once you've gotten that done, we're going to single crochet in the next 3 stitches. Chain 1 and fasten off, leaving a long tail to sew it on later. Now you need to get just a little piece of your white yarn. Put it on your needle. We're going to give this bow tie some eyes. So what I like to do is I like to straighten out his legs, pull on them, decide where you want your eyes to be at. And then you're just going to go in from the back and find a hole and come through. Leave a little bit of a tail back there. And then skip up to another hole and go back in. Like that. Come over here to the next side, to the other side, and give him another eye. Don't pull too tight. You don't want him to go to disappear. Something like that. When you're happy with it, I just double knot it. Then I cut off the excess yarn. And then this yarn can be stuffed down inside the body of the bow tie. Gives him a little bit of filling. And here you go. Speaking of filling, you will need some fiber fill. I don't know why I always forget fiber fill on my amigurumis. So your spider bow tie is done. Set him aside. And with black yarn, we're going to make the lapels. So place a slip knot on your hook and then chain 9. And these are really easy to make. In the second chain from the hook, you're going to place a single crochet and then a single crochet in each stitch of the chain. Once you get down to the bottom, chain 1, fasten off, leave a long tail for sewing, and this is what you should have. You need to make one more of these, and I'll be right back. Okay, so you can put up your black yarn now because we're going to do the fingers. Now I want to show you. On his hand, he has 4 fingers. And these 2 middle ones are longer than the outside fingers. So we'll be making 2 sizes of fingers today. So this is why we need you can use thin yarn if you want. This is the only thin stuff I have. And then you need to get your 3mm hook out. I hate using these tiny little hooks, but this is what we'll need. So we are going to make 4 little fingers and 4 long fingers. So get this stuff ready and we'll begin. Maybe I just need to do my videos in black and white. I always seem to hit that button. Okay, I'm going to zoom in all the way. Hopefully that helps a little. Make a magic circle. And we're going to place 6 single crochets in the magic circle. And I forgot to mention that this is the small finger. Once you have your 6 single crochets in there, close up your magic circle. Rounds 2 through 6, we're just going to place 1 single crochet in each stitch around. So at the end of each row you will have 6 single crochets. What I like to do is I like to take 6 times 5, because we have 5 more rounds. Take 6 times 5, which is 30, and just count 30 single crochets. That would be one single crochet in each stitch. Once you hit 30 at this point, then chain 1 and fasten off. Don't forget to leave a long tail, because we will be sewing these on. So on this part here, just every time you place a single crochet in a stitch, count up to 30, and then fasten it off. Once this little finger is done, then I'll come back. It will curl up once it curls up so many times or so much, you need to make it, push it right side out. While we go around this little tiny circle, I am weaving over the inside of I'm weaving over my tail. Okay, so I'm going to go off camera and I'm going to finish this little circle, this little finger, and I'll be back. Okay, so once you get that little finger done, this is what it should look like. See, it's just tiny. So let's set this aside. Remember, you have 3 more of these to make. Now to make the long finger. Make your magic ring. And once again, place 6 single crochets in the magic ring. Once you get the magic ring or the single crochets in the magic ring, you can close it up. So this finger is just like the other finger pretty much. You're going to place 1 single crochet in each stitch around. At the end of each round you'll still have 6 single crochets. But in this round, or on this finger, you're going to do rounds 2 through 9. That's 7 rows. I mean, that's 8 rows. I'm sorry. And like with the other one, I just took 8 times 6, which is 48. Once I get done with the 48, then I'm going to chain 1 and fasten off, leaving a long tail. I'm not going to make you watch me make this tiny little booger. So I will go off camera and make it, and then when I come back, we'll finish up the fingers. I'll be right back. Damn camera. Okay, so once you, let me zoom in. Once you get done with these little fingers, which I haven't got all mine done yet, but I will by the time I put them together. If you want your fingers to be bendable, get a pipe cleaner, stick it inside of your finger, zoom in just a little more. Okay, so I've stuck it inside my finger, and then at the very top, maybe even push down a little bit, cut it off. You will be able to see the black through the holes, but it ain't enough that anybody will notice. So then when you sew your fingers onto your hand, you'll be able to bend them. Just like so. So if you have decided that you don't want to use pipe cleaners, which you don't have to use. The pipe cleaners will go into the legs, the arms, and the fingers. You can use stuffing instead. On the fingers, I have made one that didn't have anything in the fingers. So you can also do that too. Keep in mind, if you put the pipe cleaners inside your amigurumi, just don't wash it so much because the pipe cleaners have metal in them and that will rust. So just, keep that in mind. So that is it for this video. On the next video, I think we will make the suit and the tails, the coattails. Depending on how long the video will be, will depend on what all we make in the video. I don't want to make them too terribly long, but I don't want to make a ton of them either. So we'll just have to go step by step and see what happens from there. So don't forget, you need to have 4 of the little fingers and 4 of the bigger fingers. One spider bow. Zoom out. One button. 2 eyes, and 2 lapels. And that is it for this video. If you're not yet a subscriber, please consider doing so. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to share it, be my guest. Thank you so much for watching my videos. Hopefully you'll watch all of my videos from start to finish. That would help me out greatly. Until next time, please keep crafting, keep crocheting or knitting, and please, please be safe out there. Bye.